They say every great story begins with a spark, a moment when something ordinary meets the extraordinary. And for Marvel fans around the globe, that spark just reignited, because the Fantastic Four is finally stepping into the MCU, and it's looking phenomenal. We're not just talking about another superhero team. No, this is the family that started it all. The roots of Marvel's cosmic storytelling. Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm. The Fantastic Four aren't just characters, they're a legacy, and Marvel Studios just gave us a behind-the-scenes glimpse into what they're cooking up. In this behind-the-scenes feature titled The Fantastic Four First Steps, we get more than a sneak peek. We get the DNA of what this movie is becoming. Director Matt Shakman opens up the reel with something truly poetic. He calls it a time of optimism, of looking to the stars, and that alone sets the tone for this journey. This isn't a dark, gritty reimagining. This is about wonder, about hope, about science, space, and family, the kind of themes that defined early Marvel storytelling. Let's pause and appreciate the weight of this phrase, looking to the stars. That's what made Fantastic Four special. They weren't bitten by spiders or injected with super serum. They were scientists, explorers, people chasing knowledge who stumbled upon power. That's the soul of this reboot. The tone of the footage is crisp and retro-modern. Think 1960s aesthetics mixed with MCU polish. Think Kennedy-era exploration fever meets Phase 5 cinematic wizardry. It's elegant, yet cosmic. There's an unmistakable energy in how Shakman frames the origin. He's not just retelling the origin story for the fifth time. He's distilling the heart of it. He talks about the bonds between the characters and how, at their core, the Fantastic Four are a family. That's what Marvel is emphasizing. Not just powers, but love, loyalty, and dysfunction. The kind of human struggles we can all relate to. And here's the exciting bit. Kevin Feige has confirmed this isn't an origin story in the traditional sense. We're diving into a team that's already functional, already formed, but still discovering who they are together. That's fresh. That's bold. That's what Marvel fans have been craving. The design elements are worth geeking out over too. The suits, they're not just blue spandex, they have texture, history, practicality, and the production design, based on what's teased, is taking cues from early NASA labs, retrofuturism, and the classic Jack Kirby illustrations that shaped comic books forever. Matt Shakman also hints that this film will venture deep into the multiverse and beyond, that the Fantastic Four won't just be earthbound, but will explore alternate realities, strange cosmic realms, and maybe, just maybe, introduce us to characters and threats we've only seen in comic panels. Galactus? Silver Surfer? The Watcher? All are now on the table. But what really wins hearts is the tone of this film. There's joy in Shakman's words, a lightness, a sincerity. He's not trying to be edgy or break expectations. He wants to remind us why we fell in love with these heroes to begin with. He wants us to look up again. And it shows in every frame we've been given. Every shot glows with ambition and affection. It's like the MCU is going back to its roots by going forward into space. What's even cooler is the subtle nods to comic fans. Look closely and you'll see that Reed's lab gear echoes designs from the Ultimate Fantastic Four run. Sue's tech feels like a blend of modern and classic. Ben's transformation looks more organic than ever, less CGI heavy, more real-world texture. And Johnny? Let's just say Flame On has never looked so good. One of the most powerful moments in the teaser is when Shakman talks about discovery. Not just discovery of powers, but of purpose. That's what makes this team timeless. They aren't soldiers or vigilantes. They're scientists, explorers, people who ask questions, people who dare. That spirit, that optimism, is exactly what Marvel fans need right now. And you can feel that in the score too. The music teased in this BTS reel hints at a sweeping orchestral vibe, something between John Williams and Giacchino, something that makes your heart soar, something that says we're going to space and you're coming with us. And let's not forget the actors. Even though they're still being kept under wraps, there's buzz. The chemistry is reportedly electric. The cast has been described as unexpected but perfect. Rumors swirl around names like Joseph Quinn, Vanessa Kirby, and Pedro Pascal, but nothing is confirmed. What is confirmed is the tone, and that tone is light, emotional, and filled with potential. Marvel is clearly treating this as more than just a reboot, it's a renaissance. And here's where it gets even more exciting, the film's release date, July 25th, mark it down. This isn't just a film premiere, it's a moment in MCU history, the moment when Marvel says, we're still here, and we're still building. Fans are already dissecting every frame, Reddit is exploding with theories, Twitter is flooded with speculation, TikTok edits are already hitting millions of views. Everyone wants to know, will Doctor Doom appear? Will this tie into Secret Wars? How will the Fantastic Four impact Kang's multiverse arc? And while answers are scarce, one thing is certain. The Fantastic Four First Steps has set the stage for something epic. Whether you're a comic veteran or a casual fan, whether you followed the MCU from Phase 1 or just jumped in with Loki, this is your time to fall in love with Marvel all over again. This is your chance to look to the stars. So as we wait for July 25th, let's celebrate what this video gave us. A glimpse into the future that feels like home. A promise that the best is yet to come. And a reminder that family, science, and a little cosmic radiation might just be what the world needs right now. This is STA CineVault, and we'll be watching the stars with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell, because the Fantastic Four are just getting started.